guys, welcome back to another episode. And today we're talking about the plan that never exists.
Yes, and as you may have noticed, we have an extra guest on today's podcast. She fits quite well into this episode, actually.
Yeah,
because she was not supposed to be here.
Oh, rip.
No, she's just being stubborn. So
yeah,
this is Whisper. Everybody say hi. But yeah, so what was the plan originally? Let's talk about that first.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, I know.
The plan, I don't know. There were so many plans. I guess.
Did you have a plan?
I did, and I guess I did live through a lot of the plans. Like, the plan was to obviously like go to uni here, and then stay, like find a job, stay, and then I was always working towards like getting my indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah.
Which I just did. So it was like, woo!
Congrats.
Thank you. But I mean, that's the plan, and I did it. But then there are other plans as well. Like, I really thought I would be in a long-term relationship, like on the way to getting engaged.
Right.
Like married by 28, which is next year, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Not happening.
Also, that is insane, personally for myself.
Yeah.
When I think of 28 now and getting married, I personally am like, I don't want to be a child bride.
Yep. Do you see yourself getting married anytime soon? Or like in the next
What
sort of
soon? Yeah.
10 years?
In 10 years, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I see myself getting married. In 5 years is okay, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't, and that I'm not saying I have to,
Yeah.
but I don't see myself, definitely don't see myself getting married before the age of 30. Like,
Okay.
not at all. I used to think that I would be married at like 25.
Yeah, so did I. I thought I would be married before 30.
Same.
And now I'm not even sure I want to get married at all.
Yeah, no, I agree. And yeah, it's also, I used to always be like, yeah, I definitely want to be married and stuff. But then now I'm like, I'm not really living life thinking like, oh, I have to be married.
Yeah.
If it comes, like, if it happens, great. If not,
If not, then it's not the end of the world.
No, I'm vibing. Also, you know that whole statistics that people say like, unmarried women are the happiest.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah,
And I think it's because most of them end up with cats as well.
yeah, or like just animals. And more than anything, oh, you know what plan I do have? I really want that cottage.
Yes.
Yes.
The cottage plan is one that will definitely stay.
Yeah, like off-grid.
Yeah.
Nobody
think for
call
both
me.
of us as well, that applies.
Don't call me, don't text me.
Yep.
Yeah, like, I'm dead to the world.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I guess that was like the plan for me. What was the plan for you?
When I was a lot younger, I think the plan was get married. Never have kids, because that was never something I wanted. But I wanted to get married by the age of 30.
Yeah.
I wanted to have my own house.
Yeah.
I thought I'd have been moved out by now. That was never going to happen. And then apart from that, mainly just having my own business. That was the main goal. And that's still a goal of mine,
Yeah.
to be fair. That one hasn't changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the marriage thing,
Yeah.
I don't even want to be in a relationship. So
That's the thing.
getting married anytime soon is totally off the cards.
Yeah, I think for me, a lot of it revolved around being in a long-term relationship, like having that support. I guess I just always felt like I didn't have community. Given I moved here, you know, when I was 16, it's been 10 years. I think I've always felt very displaced. And I think that's where that yearning, if you will call it that, came from. And yeah, I always thought that I'll be married before 30. I even thought that I wanted to have kids before 30. And I was always very upset because I have PCOS and it's not that deep, but I always knew that my fertility was affected. But I was always very like upset about it.
Right.
But very recently, like I would say in the last year, I started being like, yo, you know something? I actually don't really like kids that much.
Yeah, why do I actually want them?
Yeah, I'm sure it's different when it's your own. I can see why people say that. But generally, like if my friends bring kids over or there are children around, I don't actively try to socialize with them. I avoid them.
Yeah, you've been spending too much time with me.
Yeah, but I've always been that way, and I'm really awkward. I just don't know how to talk to kids. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing. Kids are really hard to talk to if you're not good at being around children.
but you are good with kids.
See, I don't think
funnily
I
enough.
am. I think I'm really awkward around kids.
No,
But I
I've
think-
seen you with kids. You actually like know what to say. Versus for me, I'm like, time to run away.
But that's what my internal monologue is saying.
Right.
I
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think my awkwardness as well comes from being an only child. And I don't know if you agree with this as well.
Yeah.
But all of my friends who really want kids but are also really good with them have all got younger siblings.
Yes. Yeah. Or like loads of cousins. You know.
Yeah,
that
or
kind
come
of
from like a big family.
family.
Yeah.
Versus, I was the only child. I'm the only child, and like my cousins are like way like younger than I am. So I never grew up with them.
See, I'm the only child.
Mm.
And all of my cousins are at least 15 years older than me.
Right.
So I was the baby.
right.
So I never got that experience either.
Yeah. So opposites then, because mine was
Yeah.
that by the time I was a teenager, only then like did the other cousins pop up. But then by the time I was here,
Yeah.
so I was like,
So therefore you never got to like experience anything with them.
yeah. So it is wild to me though that I thought I wanted to be married with kids before 30.
Yeah, it's crazy how things change the older you get as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to not try and be too rigid about your plans.
100%.
Like if you grow up with a very clear plan, but then
yeah.
I guess it works for some people,
Mm.
but for some of us, if you're growing up with a certain plan
Mm.
and then you're doing everything in your power to stick to that plan,
Yeah.
it's not going to make you happy.
I will say that I'm really happy, like, despite having all these plans to have kids and get married before 30, I never really acted on them because I was very traumatized from dating, and then I just didn't want to date. I've always just liked being on my own and like have friends and stuff like that. I'm really glad that I didn't force it, because I mean,
Yeah.
if I deadass was married now and possibly had a kid, I think I would have a lot of regrets, and I don't. I think it's better to regret not doing something than
Than it is
regret having done the thing.
I think that works in some situations.
Yeah, with the kids, I mean, yeah.
It's better to regret not doing something
Yeah.
if the something is permanent.
Yeah.
But for a lot of life experiences, I'd say it's better to regret doing something.
Yeah. 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 It fully depends. Like, it's always best to try new things.
Yeah, but you can't exactly try having kids. Like,
Like,
they
when-
are permanent.
I'm just gonna return them. If
Yeah,
I don't
they're
like-
non-refundable.
Yeah, like pets and kids.
Yeah,
Please don't gamble on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you're certain of that first.
Yeah. Like, technically, if you got married, you could get a divorce. Yeah.
Yeah,
But kids, like,
kids are permanent.
permanent, yeah. But yeah, I guess that was like the plans. But the plan has, I mean, indefinitely to remain plan, obviously successful now, great.
Yeah,
But the other plans fell through, and a lot of other things that I didn't plan for have happened, which I'm really happy for. I think that is literally how like life happens.
yeah,
People always think that you live life by like sticking to the plan, but I found that so much of my happiness and joy, and also so much of the lessons that I've learned, come not from the plan.
yeah. I think one of my favourite quotes ever is, "Life is what happens when you're busy making plans."
Yeah.
And that's really resonated with me, especially over the last few years, in terms of reminding myself that pushing myself out of my comfort zone is really beneficial.
Yeah.
And it leads me to stuff that I would never have realised that I enjoy, but has made me really happy now.
Yeah.
And it's become like really integral parts of my life.
Yeah. It's almost like make plans for the things that are not expected.
Yeah.
Right, in a way. Like, don't just think about, oh, like this degree and this job and this amount of money, like marriage and kids and all these kind of, oh, this new car, this house. Like, yeah, like it's good to have an idea of what you want, right? But yeah, a lot of the things, like life happens, like you said, when you're just like
Yeah.
having fun and, you know, getting new experiences, meeting new people.
Yeah. Actually enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
I think
And-
it's good to have goals,
yeah, of course.
but I'd say there's a big difference between goals and plans.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you can actively work towards a goal whilst you're enjoying life. But a plan, you almost end up boxing yourself in and restricting yourself on what you can and can't do.
I also think it's so dangerous to have plans that you feel like are make or break for your life.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like you have a plan, and if that plan doesn't come true, like, you know, doesn't, like you don't fulfill that plan, and you feel almost like anxiety around it, or you're like, oh, that means my life has gone to shit. I think that sort of plan is very dangerous as well. Like when you lack flexibility and you feel like everything is riding on it. And I think that's where it can lead you down like the wrong path as well. I've certainly had those kind of thoughts before.
Yeah, so have I.
But yeah, I think everything in moderation, right?
Yeah, and that applies to everything in life.
Like have plans. Don't just like float around and have no clue like what you want out of life.
But that is also in itself a way of living.
It is. If that is the plan, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think just like, don't like lose yourself in all the plans as well.
Yeah. I think I used to be someone who was very rigid in my plans.
Me too.
And it used to cause me a lot of anxiety.
Me too.
In terms of the what if around, what if I don't succeed? What if I don't achieve this? What if I don't get to this point in my life by this time?
Yeah.
And I got recently introduced to the term optimistic nihilism.
Yes.
And I've now realised that kind of living your life in a way where you do have goals and things you want to achieve and things you aspire to, but also recognising the fact that we are just specks living on a floating rock in the middle of the universe.
Yeah,
So
it's not that deep.
Nothing matters.
Yeah, it's
like,
not that deep.
Realistically, we are here for the blink of an eye.
Even less than that, yeah.
So why are we stressing about it?
Yeah. And I think as well, if you are someone who struggles with like making plans, or you have anxiety when there's no plan in place, that's fine as well.
Yeah.
Like that can be a product of like being neurodivergent, or that can be the product of like, you know, struggling with your mental health. I do think plans can be a good thing to help you like structure your life, for example.
Yeah.
Or to help you get out of a pit. Like I've certainly found it useful, right? And, or to use it as an anchor of like a safe space.
Yeah.
I think it's so useful. But again, like, you know what works best for you, and you will have to go through trial and error to figure out what sort of plan works for you.
100%. And we're all different.
Yeah.
Like, we all look at things in a different way. And for some people that I know who lead very structured lives, in terms of they're so rigid on, okay, this is the plan, this is the goal, this is when I'm going to achieve it, this is how. And that works for them.
Yeah.
And they're thriving and they're loving their life like that. And that's good for them. Like, go for it. If that works for you, good on you. Like, well done for figuring it out. But we're not all wired the same way. So trying to copy what the people around you do and then spiraling because you can't figure out why it's not working.
Yeah.
Of course it's not going to work because you're not the same person.
Exactly. I will say as well, like sometimes going with life, like sometimes it really feels like life is so volatile and you don't know what's going to happen the next moment. But now when I look back, every time a plan has fallen through, it has brought me like a better opportunity, or, you know, it's let me into places and opened doors for me that I never imagined. Like I often think about the first time I came to London in 2012 as a tourist with my mom, and she told me, oh, like, you know, we're not that well to do, like, and London's expensive, we'll only be here once, like, you better soak it all in.
Yeah.
And then somehow ending up studying in the UK like a couple years later, and then somehow moving to London in the end and living here. And I remember she told me that when we were at Tower Bridge.
Yeah.
And then now, like, obviously, like living in London and like seeing Tower Bridge here and there, it's just like very like pinch me moment. But, you know, that was never the plan.
Yeah.
But somehow I ended up here, and, you know, plans just come and go. It's just how you adapt, I think, to everything.
Yeah. I think being flexible in this day and age is really important. It's something that a lot of people who are flexible take for granted.
Yes.
And a lot of people that aren't, it causes a lot of anxiety for them.
Yeah.
And it's something we all need to find kind of a happy medium for.
Yeah, yeah. Which is the hard thing. It comes back to this word that we've been using a lot, right? Balance.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
It is so much harder to achieve equilibrium, I feel.
And finding balance is difficult
It
in every
is.
aspect of your life, because it's not just plans and goals that you need balance for. It's everything.
Yeah, it's so difficult. But yeah, I think take heart in the fact that whether you're someone with a plan or without a plan, or you feel lost at the moment, or whatever it is, right? Just take heart in the fact that literally everyone is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you are struggling, like we always say in every episode, like reach out, speak to people, listen to people's experiences. I think as well, there's so much power in, you know, those like talks that like entrepreneurs or really successful people do, or like those podcasts. You quickly realize that anyone who has lived life to some, even to some capacity,
Yeah.
they always had a plan, but the plan has always like twisted and turned. And
It's never ended up how they thought it would when they
Yeah.
started out.
but most of the time it ends up better than they expect.
Yeah.
And even in adversity, like you can still find almost like the silver lining. Yeah, easier said than done.
Way easier said than done. And we are not by any means experts, because we're still figuring this out too.
I mean, our plans change every 5 minutes in what it feels.
Yep, I set out my career as a teenager / early adult,
Yeah,
wanting to be a marine biologist.
yeah,
And now I work in social media for an insurance company.
yeah. I don't know what I wanted to do as a kid. At one point, I wanted to be an accountant. That tells you how boring I was as a child. Who grows up thinking, yeah, you know what?
I had a friend at school who spent her entire school life saying that she wanted to be an actuary.
Oh, God.
So
oh, God.
you're not the only one.
Okay, yeah. And then I never had really that many aspirations. I was also quite stupid. I think I told you this before, that I didn't even know. Like, I grew up in Singapore, obviously, and like we had school there. Like, it's a good education system, but I just somehow did not get the memo until I was in uni that data was a thing. Obviously, data jobs were not very prevalent like 10 years ago, I would say. It was just like beginning. But I just never even knew that data was a thing until I was in uni. Like well into uni as well. Not like before uni or like when I just got in, like well into uni. I think it was my 3rd year.
Wow, okay.
And I was like, oh, data's a thing. And then I was like, oh, I'm actually interested in it. And then it was like, oh, I might be good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a hot second.
Okay.
Yeah, I must have been 19, 20. So it's never too late as well. Like,
No.
that's what so many people always say.
The plan can change whenever, as long as you are willing to go with it and to like give it your all. I think that's the thing for me that's most important, is that the plan can change as many times,
Exactly.
but as long as you're giving it your all for whatever it is that you end up doing, you can't go far wrong.
Literally. So yeah, I think as long as you have like a good head on you and you've thought things through and you just like keep trying and you have fun. Oh my God.
You have to enjoy it.
Yeah, if
whatever
it-
you end up doing.
If it brings you joy, as long as it brings you joy, use joy as like your North Star. Just follow it.
Enjoyment.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's our plan that never existed.
Yeah. Or the plan that still doesn't exist.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe in like a year's time we can do a part 2 to this.
Yeah, it's
To
almost like a
see.
time capsule episode.
Yeah. To see what
see how
our
much has
plans
changed.
have changed. Yeah.
See how much it's changed.
Who knows? But yeah, let us know, you know, what plans you thought you had, or tell us experiences of when something has fallen through, or what your current plans are. We always love to hear about, you know, side quests and
Absolutely.
adventures. So
All the
yeah.
adventures.
Yeah, let us know.